All right, guys, Krieg's Custom Motorsports here. We have an update video on the Cavalier. Now, as many of you know, I was going to race this in Sport Compacts. That totally kind of changed. So I went and kind of changed that up a little bit, and I made it into a autocross car to race at Arlington and potentially at Hutch. Now, I don't know if Hutch will happen and whatnot. I mean, I have more than enough stuff that I can make it happen and make it, you know, be what it needs to be to race at Hutchinson. But as many of you know, like I said, we raced it last night at Arlington. The heat went super well. I started dead last. I've not raced the cars there at all. And it went well. Started 5th out of 5th or something like that. Ended up taking second due to the fact that a racer had pulled off a lap early. So she was marked as a DNF. Now it left another racer who was also the brother-in-law of the gal that had pulled off. He took first, I took second. Kind of nudged out right in front of one of my friends. And coincidentally, that friend, I sold her a cage and whatnot. But the feature kind of came around. I started second row inside out of like 11 cars. So, I mean, a decent turnout. Again, I'm running a manual car. Everyone's running automatics and stuff like that. So they can focus more so on the driving. I'm a little bit of don't overheat a clutch, don't burn a clutch out, stuff like that. But overall went pretty good. A few minor adjustments to do. The front subframe kind of kinked over. I'll show you here. The front subframe kicked over. It broke kind of some stuff over there and kicked over to the driver's side about 2.5 inches or so. I mean, you can really see it bend right there. Battery became disconnected on the negative terminal, kind of like how it is now. So that's gonna be changing. That will be put inside the car now, and we'll be running battery wire, and we'll be changing it to a top post battery. Just have to get a few things for that. Went to the auto parts store today, picked up some stuff to kind of hopefully repair this. I'm going to clean this up real good. We're going to try it. We're going to kind of pull that back out. I see that got crushed in there, but we're going to get this stuff taken care of. Driveline components stayed together well enough. Got some mud in there, but yeah, we're gonna fix this frame, pull that back over, fix the battery issue. These tires worked fantastic. Cage stayed together, roof stayed together. If I back up here, you can see this is where I kind of went into my friend there a little bit. She did pretty good for her first time and whatnot. I don't know if she's raced anything really else before, but kind of took a little hit there. This rear bumper, guys, this thing's all soft, as you can tell. So we're gonna go ahead, probably tighten that back up, hopefully, because that's not supposed to sit that low. We're gonna go ahead and tighten that back up. The back end stayed fairly clean, other than the bumper kind of coming undone here. This side just a little light scraping with. Now this fender, I don't know, I need to watch some videos. I'm not overly concerned about it. I have spare Cavalier parts, fenders, doors, hood, trunk, all that stuff. But that got pushed in. I'm just gonna attempt to push it out for now. I'm not too worried about it. I might, however, just cut this right here, just because it's all messed up at the bottom anyways. I mean, they were junkyard fenders when I got them. I'm not too worried about it. Yeah, even with the radiator losing some of the coolant and spewing out, it didn't overheat, like I said. So you guys know I'm really operating a manual in there. Yeah, with that battery coming undone, I was running purely off of the alternator, which it proved to me that the alternator is good, which is a good thing. But yeah, overall, car works great. A few little kinks I gotta fix before the next race, which I believe is June 17th. And I'm hoping to get that square body that you guys have seen in previous videos. I'm hoping to get that one all finished up, and hopefully I can race that in time. If not, it might make an appearance this year. I was hoping to do a full season with it. That's something I have yet to figure out if that's something I'm going to personally do, or if I'm going to wait and save it and make sure I got everything dialed down on the truck. I mean, it's every probably nut and bolt has been touched on that truck. And to say the least, I mean, I've spent countless hours and time and money, and I mean, there's nothing that this truck, sorry, I had to check. I thought I touched my phone screen there. But there's nothing that I have not probably changed on this truck. I mean, between new shocks, I got spare tires for this thing. I mean, I got 6 retread tires on some junkyard rims, steel rims and whatnot. A little bit smaller, but super aggressive. The rims and tires that are on the truck right now, those I bought, I believe, from like Speedway or something, like, but I don't really want to run them rims and tires. They're like $2,000 for the full set, and I got 1 spare with it. So for 5 rims, 5 tires at $2,000 to race it, potentially pop them. They are tubed, but it's still a concern of mine. I don't want to try and have that money just be blown away just like that. So that might be saved for a special night if they open the mud pit or something similar to that. Or if the track is just super muddy and people are just bogging down, or if I have literally no other option for tires, I might run them then. So yeah, we'll fix a few things on the Cavalier. As a couple of you guys know as well who follow me, we have a minivan derby coming up. Me and Demo Derby for Life, Jordan Zierman. That's coming up this weekend, so I got a few things to do this week. I'm going to make some stickers tonight off of my own stuff. Get numbers on. I got to get the roof sign on yet. I got to get bolts for that yet. Kind of look at the fuel tank here a little bit. And then we're going to clean all the glass out of here. Otherwise, everything is pretty much done here on this minivan. There will be a more in-depth video kind of coming out before I painted it, or before I water, or something similar to that. We filled it up with gas today. We put water in the radiator. I'm going to have to top that off. And we're going to make sure this thing is solid, ready to go. We plan on leaving, I think, I want to say around Friday, maybe mid-morning, get down there. I got an Airbnb, so that'll be good. I can stay there, shower, all that stuff if I need to. It's going to be a fantastic show. I mean, it sounds like there's the full 30 minivan teams are going to be there. So, I mean, 3 vans at 30 teams. That's, if I can do math, and I'm not saying I can, but I believe that's 90 minivans, and that alone is quite an impressive turnout. I mean, they got still, I think, 80s team. They got youth, I think. There's some other things, some compacts possibly. But, I mean, it sounds like it's going to be a big show. I mean, Tech is all day Friday. They open up at 8 a.m. And, yeah, I mean, it's going to be fantastic. If you guys can make it out, that'd be great. Come support me. Come support Jordan Zierman and Demo Derby for Life. We'd love to see you guys out there. If you do spot us, come up, talk to us, see us. You know, we can let you come look at stuff. Right now we're trying to figure out a third driver. Our third driver kind of had a little bit of issue with work schedule. So that kind of created a problem there. But I think we might have somebody. If not, either we might just kind of forfeit and just not go and bring these somewhere else that will have these rules. Or we might just go and be outgunned and try and see what we can do as a 2-man. So, not saying that's a great option by any means, but, I mean, for the price that we paid to get in there, the price of the show that is going to be won, it's definitely worth it. I want to try and give it my best. I definitely want to protect this front end a bit. I know their minivans are kind of soft up front. The rear end, we got that chained down. But like I said, there will be a more in-depth video of things coming. We will, or I should say, I will get that posted up here within the next day or two once I get some graphics and vinyls in. But yeah, We'll see you guys later. Please like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I'll look forward to seeing you guys if you come out to the Cannon Falls, Minnesota for the Memorial Madness Show. Catch you guys later.